Alright, see what happened here. In the nest we go, brought in some food. See if we really have a feed in here. If it's small, she'll just drop it off. If it's big, well then, see that, and off we go. Alright, she's in there. The male brought the food, she was right behind him. So here we are. That woke our two youngsters up now. 11:06, this is their feeding time at the red-tailed hawk nest. Boy, look how big they are. They're big as the adults now, and they're in their full juvenile plumage. They're both up. We'll see what goes here. That's what happened. Dad just sailed in with the food, and the female there on the left's got possession of it. And I think she's going to divvy it out. When they bring in a small rodent, they just drop it off. So we'll see what happens here. Sometimes the male comes in without anything, and usually this, yep, she's got it. She's going to get it ready now. I'm going to teach these guys some table manners, keep them lined up, and see what happens. That was good. Papa caught something, brought it in, and the female was right behind him and into the nest. Well, our branchers are right behind her, waiting to get fed. And we'll see what happens. We'll just let it run. Lucky we got here at the right time, and our lighting is actually pretty good. So I can tell the male and female because she's darker on the chest than he is. He's a little lighter. Comes to feed the youngsters. That's what she likes to do. She's just getting it ready. We'll see what happens here. Well, he's coming in. Okay, he wants a bite. They're such good parents. You learn a lot when you can watch a nest like this. We're almost eye level. And the other one's waiting back there. He'll come up there too. They're branchers now. Yesterday one of them went up on the limbs, and I'm sure the other one must have went too. So now we're going to have a little snack. Mom's going to feed them. She's just getting it ready, plucking everything off. Didn't see what it was. It might have been a rodent or a small bird or something. We'll see what we got. They catch all kinds of things, young bunnies and even garter snakes. And they can get ducklings and stuff like that too, so they bring in a good variety of food. Yeah, we got one sibling over there waiting for the first bite. See if she gives him one. It's not have it quite ready yet. They're getting it ready though. Well, he's reaching out. He wants a bite. There you go. Got a little bit. Now the other one's going to go probably the other side. I don't want to be left out here. Oh yeah, she's getting into it now. She's getting it dissected here, whatever it is. We're in a pretty good position where we can see. Oh yeah, look at that piece. Yeah, it's a good sized bite for you. It's your sibling over here, so you can have a bite also. Well, it looks like it might even be a leg or something, or a skin. We'll see what happens here. Yep, down the hatch we go. Good feed here. The other one's kind of holding back because he probably had most of the big breakfast, so that's the way it works. One will get the major portion, but then the next one that missed will get the food, and they keep switching it every meal like that. So it works out pretty good. The other one was hungry, he'd be horning right in there, so we'll see how it goes here. Been wanting to get a good feeding. We got them branching yesterday, and today we get them feeding, so we're in a good spot. We can actually see what's going on. She'll take a bite too. Offer it and they don't get it, she'll take it. The one on the left side of that upright limb probably had the biggest portion of the breakfast, so not too aggressive of getting in there for the food. The one being fed now probably missed out on the big breakfast. Didn't get the major portion of it. All right. There you go, Mom. She's a good mother, getting them all fed to take care of these little guys that was at their little fuzzballs. They give them little tiny bites in so they don't choke. It's amazing to watch them. They get too big a piece, she takes it back. But now they're big enough now, they get back pretty good. But when they're little, they're very careful with them. She's really working it there. We'll see if number 2 sibling gets a bite here. It's in the proper position now. I can't tell what the prey item was until I get it on the big screen. Okay, stretch out here a little bit. I'm going to relieve myself. Yeah, I've had a big breakfast. Yep. Now come over and get a bite. Yep, get up in there. There you go. That's what it looks like. One there on the right. Got the major portion of the breakfast earlier, so it's not that hungry. But the one there by Mom is the one that's hungry. Most of the food now. Try to horn in there, so I want to bite. Now we're getting a good view. That's what we like. Good feeding. Get to see what goes on at feeding time. When they're at rancher size, when they got a decent sized prey item. Mama gets it ready and divvies it out. I'm just going to let it go. This will be a long video, but I'm not going to cut it short. That way we can document the whole thing here if we can. And you can always fast forward to where you want to be anyway. So we got the drop off, the delivery, so we want to see how the feeding goes. Probably by next week they'll be up on the limbs behind the leaves. We won't see much of them until they come into the nest. So. They'll be calling. They'll be behind the leaves, won't be able to find them. They'll keep bringing the food to the nest and they'll come back in the nest until they fledge. So then they'll go to the closest tree and that's how that works. Alright, little one got the bite there. Finally got a little snack. Lined up. So both of them are getting fed now. Almost taught them their table manners. They're not having a food fight. They're behaving themselves pretty good. We like our red tails, especially this nest. We can document everything. We've watched it for several years. It's my favorite spot. That's because the nest is almost eye level, just a little bit higher. So we're almost looking straight at the top of the nest. She gives us good videos and good photos. It won't be long, and like I say, they'll be up behind the leaves. Won't get much of them. Just about getting close to finishing up our nesting cycle with our red tails. We probably got almost a week left. They're all feathered out on the head and up in the limbs and hiding up in there. Alright. Well, they're sure behaving themselves, being patient, taking turns. Every once in a while, get them in the right spot. That's perfect. There we go. Oh, yeah, they wanted that bite. What's going on there? They're still getting to it. It's got a pretty good bite. I'm taking this away. I want the other one to snatch it out of his beak. Be interesting to see what that prey item was. Like I say, I can't see with a small monitor on the camera. I have to wait till I get it on the computer screen. Might be able to figure it out then. Well, we're going to have a good lunch here. I'm just going to let it run until they're finished, or she flies away, or whatever. Usually keep them about 3 minutes, but when you get a good feeding like this, you want to document the whole thing. You can always cut it up later. We'll edit it if we need to. Crows aren't sitting up in the tree hollering, so I've taught them how to behave. When she's in the lookout tree, they'll come in once in a while, but when they come near, they won't come near the nest. They've taught them their lesson. That's violating their space, and they won't tolerate it. Alright. Maybe when they get done, they'll do a little wing exercise for us. That would be good. She's right behind that center limb now. Moving around in the nest, in a different position. Well, I think we can probably call that good. We'll try to get them when they're finished the exercise. Should be long enough for this here. He's looking. Well, she just might be almost done. Oh yeah, she is. I'm gonna let it run. She might be just finishing up here, and as long as she'll fly out of here. We don't want to miss that. Making sure she got everything. She was right behind the male one. As soon as he brought in the food, she was right behind him. Back in their spot feeding. Okay, anything left? Well, you never know. They don't waste hardly anything, I'll tell you. They're really good about it. So looks like they had a good lunch. I like the looks of the female, the adult female. She's darker on the chest than the male, and the male's got a couple of white stripes on his throat. That way it makes it easy to identify who's doing the feeding. He's right by the trunk. I want to get that last bite. He's getting some, sure. He's got a little bit left. See how the sibling does. And that prey item lasts quite a while there. Looking. She's going to get every speck. That'll be interesting. See what they do when they're finished. See if they'll flap those wings. That's what I'm waiting for. Usually when they're feeding, we don't have a very good view, and I want to let this run because we don't seldom get them in this position. Alright. Can't be too much left of that item. That's what it looks like at feeding time that the red-tailed hawk does. They've been feeding now for just about 18 minutes. Wow, they're really getting into it. We'll see. Still got a little bit of food left there. They're not wasting any. That's when they're on the left is really getting into it. Just making sure he gets well fed. The other one, well, probably had the big portion of the breakfast, so it wasn't quite that hungry. Alright. Let's see what happens here. A little tidbit there, getting that one. Passing around to the other one. Well, that's quite a lunch. Sneaking up on 20 minutes here of this feeding. Alright, now maybe she's just about to see if she's turning this way now. Well, she's got a little bit left in. other one's going to get a couple bites. Oh yeah. I'm amazed how much food is in that. It's a good item. It's bigger than a mouse, that's for sure. Like I say, they've been feeding for 20 minutes now. I'm just going to let it run on this one. I'm going to cut it short. I'm often curious how long they feed. It's a while sometimes. And they're minding their manners. They're taking their turn. She's taught them table manners over weeks. Probably get a little rain this afternoon, they said, so when I get down here, they'll either exercise or lay down and sleep. I'd like to get her flying out and see what they're going to do if they're going to exercise. Well, isn't there? He's going to stretch the wings. There he is. Might be eating some for herself now. It might have been a small bunny. Whatever it is, they're enjoying it. Oh yeah, see, it's quite a bit there. I bet it was a small bunny, young bunny, cottontail. We're getting to document a good feeding, that's for sure. Watching everything they're doing in there. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to bet it was a small cottontail bunny. They're great rabbit hawks, these red tails. My goodness. Alright, enough there for her to get a couple bites too. So. Kind of checking around, stripping off a couple more pieces.